My nigga low big shots on my ankles. I drink alcohol like a young. I go military boy with the angle. Gotta upgrade the store, let us get some big. But I no cash in the bank. She ain't running in. Count up time if I can buy the team. This drink ain't credit card. Fresh to them, Gucci on my tune. My chopper sing in the auto tune. Bad bitch in my hotel room. Take a catch right before we fucking at the floor. Sorry, I got blue face diamonds. I'm in the type and I keep on climbing. I got on my head, no silence. Mom told me to.
What up, UNDROPPABLES Nation? I'm trying to jump into a draft right now, but it's not working. So, got to go on the phone. Oops. All right, here we go. All right, 10 more. If any of you want to hop in the room, jump on in there with me. But yeah, this is our first solo draft we've done in a little bit. Hope all of you guys are doing well. It's a beautiful Monday. It's been kind of crazy recently because just moved into the new place. So as you can see, the room is still slowly coming together, slowly getting set up. But yeah, there's a few more things I want to add to this room. Alex. Oh, Alex. How you doing today, Alex? Hope you've had a good day so far. Yeah, we're trying to win $3 million today. So let's freaking get it. I think I want to lean a little bit more into some of the OG. Alex says my degree is on the floor as well. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get that hung up soon. But I'm gonna be out of town this weekend for the Fantasy Football Expo. So all of you guys can come find me at the Fantasy Football Expo this weekend. We'll have a booth. We're gonna have a booth, me and Chosen. So looking forward to it. But looks like we're at the 112 again. 2 straight 112s. Interesting little spot here. I don't know what I want to do here. It's interesting. Alex doesn't do 2 drafts at once, so I'll be bad. But you're in the 101, Alex, so you have your work cut out for you. 101 is always very, very nice to have. Alex, I feel like you've gotten the 101 in like 3 or 4 drafts that we've been in together. Out of like the 6 or 7 drafts that we've done together, you've had the 101 in at least half of them. But I haven't really taken too much of a look at my rankings recently. It's so difficult with when we have the points per game model and the season long model. Like let's go back and take a look at what some of this looks like. BBM4 ranking points per game. Like what if we just include all the positions again? What's it look like? Oh, yeah, Josh Jacobs is still clearing away the best here. If Cup falls to us, we'll take Cup. If Diggs falls to us, we'll take Diggs. Bijan falls to us, we'll take Bijan. I took AJ Brown yesterday, so I don't think I want AJ Brown today. CeeDee Lamb, if he falls to us. Do I want Nick Chubb? I don't have much Nick Chubb, so maybe we'll get a little more Nick Chubb. We love Amon-Ra. Chet, you betcha asked, how deep is your Pitts bag? Let's check. Let's check real quick. How deep is our Kyle Pitts bag? I don't think it's very deep. I think our Kyle Pitts bag is actually pretty shallow. I probably need to have a little bit more Kyle Pitts because I'm so light on him right now. It looks like I'm on the clock. Who do we want? Nick Chubb and Amon-Ra both here. I don't have much Nick Chubb. Let's go ahead and draft Nick Chubb in this draft room, and let's grab Amon-Ra. I like going the RB wide receiver. We did that yesterday. Let's do it again here. Nick Chubb, Amon-Ra. Feels pretty nice. Oops. Let's see what our Kyle Pitts exposure looks like. Kyle Pitts, we only have 7.6% Kyle Pitts, 12 shares. So I have some, not a ton. Yeah, Amon-Ra St. Brown feels really nice. Feels really nice to get Amon-Ra St. Brown. He was wide receiver 5 in this model, and then he was, I think, ranked even higher in the other model. The other model was built at the very beginning. Let's select all. The other model has, damn, Geno Smith is so high in some. Oh wait, no, I wanna look at just the fairway estimate. Amon-Ra St. Brown was wide receiver 8. Oh no, this is the. So wide receiver 1 was Cooper Kupp. Wide receiver 2 was Jamar. Jalen Waddle, wide receiver 3. Tyreek Hill, wide receiver 4. Diggs, wide receiver 5. Amon-Ra, wide receiver 6. So Amon-Ra was wide receiver 5 and 6 in the 2 models. I feel like that's pretty safe for him to perform very, very well. And like I like the Detroit offense a lot. I actually don't like the Cleveland offense very much, but I do really like Nick Chubb. Kelvin helped me buy into Nick Chubb a little bit more last night. So I'm fine having Nick Chubb. He's going to put up points. I probably need a little bit more Nick Chubb because I don't think I actually have that much Nick Chubb this season. Let me see. Let's see how much Nick Chubb we do have. .7%. Yeah, only 9 shares Nick Chubb. So I probably need to have a little bit more Nick Chubb. Chet says, I take him every draft, hate leaving without him. I assume, Chet, you are referring to Kyle Pitts. A1's a master going with the Lamar Mandrews build over here. Always a fun build going with the Lamar Mandrews build. I feel like it's overdone, though. I feel like I've seen that a lot. The JJ 101 Lamar Mandrews. So I'm curious how that's going to go down. If that sort of combination is able to make it to the finals, because every single team is going to be basically the same. JT 3rd round, crazy. JT 3rd round is so wild. I think when it comes back, we're going to want to take Josh Jacobs, Jahmyr Gibbs, DK Metcalf, Jalen Hurts, Ramondre, Jerry Jeudy, Najee Harris, Joe Mixon, all guys we could take a peek at. DK Metcalf goes. Where is Najee Harris in these rankings? Najee Harris in the OG rankings was at 204. Where was Nick Chubb in these? Nick Chubb was a little bit lower, I think. Where is Nick Chubb? Nick Chubb was at RB20, it looks like, behind some of these other guys. Okay. Definitely taking Nick Chubb a little bit early, but I have just such little Nick Chubb, and I think this is one of those seasons where he gets taken a little bit too late. That because I don't have any Nick Chubb, I think I want to have a little bit of exposure to him just to manage that exposure. Jerome Ford just went down. I think it's a double running back tap here. We might want to go Jerry Jeudy because Jerry Jeudy kind of feels like a dog. But these running backs here are really, really attractive. Chet Ubetcha says, I've been slowing down on Jacobs, low-key scared. I think Jacobs' end of the 3rd round is kind of wild, though. So I'm going to go ahead and tap Josh Jacobs here. And honestly, Breece Hall is here as the bring back on Nick Chubb, and I expect the Jets just to run the ball a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and buy the FUD on Breece Hall, and I'm going to tack on a little Nick Chubb, Josh Jacobs, Breece Hall right here. That feels pretty nice because I don't expect Breece Hall to play the front end of the season. I think he's going to miss maybe 4 or 5 games, and he's going to slowly ramp up. But Breece Hall is our RB3 that feels really good because once he does get back, once he does get acclimated, this three-headed monster of Nick Chubb, Josh Jacobs, Breece Hall are going to put together some really strong performances. So I'm super excited to get this combination here. And then now our running back room is pretty much set. Those are all just like set and forget sort of guys. Obviously, we're not setting any players in this sort of format, but if that was my running back room in managed leagues, that would be incredible because that's just 2 running backs and a flex every single week. Yeah, Alex said, just noticed we're on opposite ends of the draft. Yeah, it's kind of nice when the other people in the stream are at opposite ends because we can talk about the players as much as we want and not get worried about sniping. Unless anybody on Twitter is looking to snipe, I hope that they aren't because I don't recognize any of these names. So I think we're good. Joe Mixon 49 is wild. That's a good team. Josh Allen, Tyreek Hill, Chris Olave. Yeah, we love all those players. But I think we're going to want to go to the wide receiver well here. It's really interesting because I actually tend to draft wide receivers in this sort of range almost every single time, like without fail. We'll see who falls to us though. Because like all of the receivers that go early, like, yeah, this seems to be a pretty wide receiver heavy room. We ended up double tapping running back just because Josh Jacobs, Breece Hall it's wild. It's wild. And I like the Nick Chubb, Breece Hall sort of bring back. I think that Jets-Browns game, I didn't even want to talk about JSN because I thought that there might have been a chance he would fall to pick 60, but looks like Alex ends up taking Jackson Smith and Jigba right there at the end of the 4th. We love Jackson Smith and Jigba. He's going to be a beast. So that's a great pick right there. Good job, Alex. Hats off to you. So the wide receivers that we're going to want to look at the turn, let's take a peek at Ayuk, Hollywood, Lockett. Let's see. Addison, Gabe Davis. We could do a little reachy guy on those two. Chet is inspiring me to look at Kyle Pitts. I don't think I'd want to reach at Kyle Pitts here, though. I think it doesn't work out well for us. Well, we're going to want to just take whichever tight end it ends up falling to us at the next turn, 84, 85. So if like Darren Waller, Dallas Goedert make us to there, phenomenal. If they don't, we'll go late round tight end, which I'm fine with. It's like that, y'all. Herbert was pretty high in these rankings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He was QB6 in these rankings. I think Herbert does finish pretty well. I don't know why we bumped him down. Such a awkward spot. Seattle opens up to Pittsburgh. It also happens up to yeah, let's go Lockett. Let's go Lockett with the first pick. And do we want Addison or Gabe? I don't love any of the wide receivers that are supposed to go in this range. Like Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, Michael Pittman. I've been drafting a lot of them. So I think I want either Addison or Gabe. And I think I have a decent amount of Gabe. So let's go Jordan Addison because I don't think we have enough Jordan Addison. So let's go ahead and take him in the beginning of the 6th. I think Addison's going to be a really, really strong wide receiver this year. And that opens us up to Minnesota. So we could look at – that opens us up to Green Bay as well. Because I don't like how I adjusted some players and then not others. Yeah, so we have Nick Chubb, RB15. We have Breece Hall, RB13. We have Josh Jacobs, RB4. It feels pretty nice. And then we ended up getting Tyler Lockett, wide receiver 25. Amon-Ra St. Brown, wide receiver 6. And Jordan Addison I have like in the mid wide receivers. I like Gabe Davis here as well. Maybe Gabe Davis could have been the pick over Lockett. But I'm okay taking Tyler Lockett because that opens us up to Geno Smith. And I'm a big fan of that Week 17 game between the Seahawks and the Steelers. I think that game's going to be a pretty high-scoring shootout. But when it comes back to us, again, Gabe Davis ends up going. I think we're going to want to look at wide receiver again. We could look at Pickens. At pick 84, Pickens is not going to be there. I was drafting a lot of Quentin Johnston early. I haven't been taking him recently. We could look at Zay Flowers, Brandon Cooks. Treylon is always a name that we like to take a look at. Alvin Kamara. We have a lot of Alvin Kamara. We might want to pump the brakes on Alvin Kamara at this point. Sky Moore, Rashad Bateman, Michael Thomas, Cortland Sutton too. Honestly, JMO, Odell, Juju. We're opened up to Kirk Cousins, Geno Smith, and Jared Goff. We could look at Romeo Doubs. Jared Goff is someone we could take a look at. Let's see. I think optimally, the tight ends are slipping a little bit. Optimally, we go one of these three. And move these guys to the top. If any of these running backs falls to us, that would be kind of wild. I think we would just bite our tongue and draft one of them. Alex, you probably should take a wide receiver or a running back here. They're the best values on the board. He ends up going Dobbins, full Baltimore stack. I love it. Alex is building out a pretty serious team over there. I like Alex's team a lot. But I think early on we were drafting a lot of Deontay Johnson. Pickens is off the board. I was drafting a lot of Deontay Johnson early on. Let's take a look at what our Deontay Johnson exposures look like. I haven't put in my most recent teams, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at Deontay. Deontay, I have 13% exposure. Yeah, I was drafting him at pick 72. So I have almost a 2-round difference. That's crazy. Pickens. Yeah, we need more Pickens because I was drafting a bunch of Deontay, but now I need to draft the Pickens side of it. So I'll probably Pickens end up going at pick 69. I think I'll switch back to drafting more Pickens because I need to hammer that Steelers stack a little bit harder. This feels like a Pat Freiermuth team though. If I don't get any of these tight ends to fall, and then we could go like a Pat Freiermuth. Well, where's Pat Freiermuth? We'll go like a Pat Freiermuth. What's that boy's name? Kenny Pickett team. Or we could go bring back with Dak Prescott and Jake Ferguson, something like that. So we'll probably take either Goddard, Flowers, or Burks at our pick. We could consider Kamara, but I've been drafting a lot of Kamara. I don't think I necessarily need Kamara on this team. If Goddard is there for us, Randers, who's Randers going to take? All right, we're going to take Goddard for sure. That's a phenomenal kind of fall for us. I like that Dallas Goedert is here for us. That gives us the James Conner bring back. Do we want to just go 4 running back? I'm going to go Sky Moore. I think we're going to go Dallas Goedert, Sky Moore. I want to build out the KC bet a little bit, draft like Sky Moore, Clyde Edwards-Helaire sort of thing. I'm okay not having it bring back to Dallas Goedert. Yeah, let's go Sky Moore. I need a little bit more Sky Moore in my life. Sky Moore is our wide receiver 4. Doesn't feel the best, but it doesn't feel terrible either. I think Sky Moore is going to be a guy that's gonna be pretty solid this year, and I like just betting on Kansas City players. Sky Moore is always a fun one. When it comes back to us, we'll be at pick 108, 109. We could look at Odell, Juju, JMO. If Michael Thomas is there, definitely Michael Thomas. I think we have to just keep going wide receiver. We'll probably go wide receiver quarterback at the next turn. Could look at Dak, Kirk Cousins. Jared Goff would be there at the 11-12 too, though, right? Yeah, he'd probably be at 11-12. We'll see. We'll see, guys. These are all players that I really like. Kirk Cousins, we have a QB7. Whew. That feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. Let's see. So far, the team is Nick Chubb, Josh Jacobs, Breece Hall, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Tyler Lockett, Jordan Addison, Sky Moore, and Dallas Goedert. We went a little bit of a reach on these two, but we took Dallas Goedert at a little bit of a value, Josh Jacobs, Breece Hall, a little bit of a value. I think we're close to 0 for ADP value. So we'll just kind of sit and just keep drafting players as they come to us. Anthony Richardson, I don't think I want Anthony Richardson on this team. I think I want to go a little bit safer with like a Dak Prescott or a Kirk Cousins. And we could go a little 2 QB build. I think we're just going to go with these 3 running backs and then maybe super late add on like a Jamal Williams or something at like if Jamal Williams is there at pick 132. Could look at adding like a Kendrick Miller. I like all of these offenses that we are investing in for the pass game. And these teams should run through those 3 players. So I like it. Alex taking our boy Michael Thomas again. Good pick. Good pick. I didn't came busted down a whole bit. 10 picks away. A few names on this list that I like. I think if JMO's there, we would draft JMO. Tap on Jared Goff, something like that. But the problem with that is I expect Detroit to kind of get wrecked by Dallas in Week 17. So we would have to build out the Dallas players a little bit more robustly. With like Dak Prescott, we could look at Malik Davis, Deuce Vaughn, something like that. JMO's at the top of the board though, so I kind of expect him to get taken maybe by EDJ since he only has 2 receivers. That's kind of wild. Only AJ Brown, Kadarius Toney through 8 rounds. That's pretty nuts. What do you take Mahomes? Pick 17. Did he have Kelsey? Oh, interesting. Kelsey owner might be mad. Yeah, Kelsey owner definitely mad. Odell. If JMO gets taken, we'll go Juju. I think Juju is kind of a value here. Even though it is technically before ADP, I just think Juju is going to be good this year. I do. And then getting Juju opens us up to like Damian Harris or Dalton Kincaid if either of them fall. Would be nice. Deal gets Jeff Wilson? Huh? That is really interesting. Why is Jeff Wilson getting auto-picked at 105? He's got a great wide receiver room. But then Jeff Wilson is RB1? T-Mac. Oh, is Randers going to take – Randers is definitely taking Dak from us. T-Mac. Is he going to time out and take J-Mo? Damn it. I wanted J-Mo so bad. All right, Randers is taking Dak, so we'll probably go Dak. Oh, he passes on Dak. Oh, really interesting. He's trying to game theory it. Sorry, Randers. Randers, you messed up, man. Randers messed up big time. I'm really shocked that Randers just went and did that because I am going to steal Dak Prescott from him now. So sorry, Randers, but I think that was a blunder on your part. And then we're going to get Jared Goff, I think. Goff is going to be our second quarterback. So I think I want to take Juju here. We could go Kirk Cousins with Addison. It's close. I do like Juju. Let's go Kirk Cousins. Let's go the 2 quarterbacks. Kirk Cousins and Dak Prescott and just be set and forget quarterback. Because I don't think we really want to have Jared Goff. Because if we're trying to focus on Week 17, Jared Goff doesn't add anything for us because Dak Prescott should be going off. Randers, why did you pass on Dak Prescott? That does not make sense. But okay. We have Dak Prescott, Kirk Cousins as our quarterback, Nick Chubb, Josh Jacobs, Breece Hall as our running backs, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Tyler Lockett, Jordan Addison, Sky Moore as our wide receivers, and Dallas Goedert as our tight end. We definitely just need to start hammering wide receiver. Maybe for the next, I don't know how many rounds. Juju, Dubs, I like all of them. Untapped Gino, Jared Goff. Let's attack on Jacoby. Rondale is actually a pretty solid bring back on Dallas Goedert. Michael Gallup is someone we could definitely look at. Van Jefferson is interesting. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. KJ Osborne for show. Marvin Mims. I like Alec Pierce. I like Rashid Shaheed. I love Jaden Reed. Love John Mechie. Love Jalen Hyatt. Devontae Parker could be interesting. Hunter Renfrow could be interesting. Darius Slayton, Chase Claypool. Josh Downs. Michael Wilson. I don't know much about Michael Wilson. I liked Michael Wilson coming out of where did he come out from? Stanford? That was pretty solid. We'll see what he's able to offer. A-Rob. Corey Davis. I don't think I want Corey Davis, but we can think about it. Yeah, nobody down here really offers too much upside. Actually, I don't need Jamal Williams. I know who we want. We might take him a round early just to make sure that we lock him up. Alex goes ahead and takes Romeo Dubs. Good pick. But we definitely just need to take wide receivers. Ooh, Sharp is slipping. Who's going to take Sharp? Alex ends up taking Zach Charbonnet 16 picks after ADP. It's a nice little correlated bet right there. I don't love Sharp. I liked him coming out of college, kind of. My podcast co-hosts liked him a little bit more. And I trust their opinions. So Sharp is a nice little pick there. If Freiermuth falls to us for whatever reason, I think we definitely take him because Pat Freiermuth should not be falling 24 picks after ADP. But if he's there, like, screw it. I'll go ahead and take him. Jacoby Rondo, I think. Yeah, okay, finally. Thank you, TexPro F. Thank you for taking Pat Freiermuth. He needs to get taken off the board. Trevor as a quarterback. I don't know what to think about Trevor. I don't love Trevor's ADP. I was drafting him a decent amount early in the offseason, but I don't know how he performs this year. I don't know if he performs up to expectations. Trevor in the 6th round over guys like I like Tua better than Trevor this year. Feels wild to say, but it's true. I like Tua over Trevor. Maybe Randers takes Rodgers. T-Mac, you taking Dulcich? I know T-Mac wants Greg Dulcich. T-Mac, Greg Dulcich is a good pick too. I think you want to have some Greg Dulcich in your life. Yeah, there you go. There you go, boy. Randers, he probably wants Aaron Rodgers because he's like, I need a quarterback now. So Aaron Rodgers, future Hall of Famer Aaron Rodgers, go ahead, Randers. Go ahead. Let's go. Give us Jacoby Myers. I think Jacoby Myers is a fine pick here. He's a pretty safe floor. Let's go with the little stacky boy with Michael Gallup. because we need a little bit more Dallas in our life after taking Amon-Ra. But I like our wide receiver room. It's pretty solid. Amon-Ra, St. Brown, Tyler Lockett, Jordan Addison, Sky Moore, Jacoby Myers, Michael Gallup. Interesting wide receiver room. I typically don't tend to build my wide receiver rooms this way, but it felt right for this sort of team. All right, we're gonna have to hope for one of these guys to fall to us, because the wide receivers are a little iffy at this point. But there are some high upside swings that we can take. I think now that we have 6 wide receivers, we can start to consider taking other positions. But this feels like a 9 wide receiver team with this absolute beast of a running back room. Like Nick Chubb, Josh Jacobs, Breece Hall. Oh my God. Maybe I want to take like some other guy that's going to produce early on. Cleveland Jets. I don't think I want to target that game too heavily outside of Nick Chubb and Breece Hall. Josh Jacobs. That opens up to Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, Josh Downs late. Maybe look at Jelani Woods super late. But okay. I'm liking this team so far. I'm liking where we're at. All right, let's see. We're 9 picks away. A1 Demaster. A1 Demaster just said, I want to snipe, so I'm going to take the 2 top guys in Josh's queue. Take Rondale Moore, KJ Osborne. Okay, Alex, I see you. Alex just loves to snipe us. Let's see. We could go Schultz. Maybe Alex passing on Schultz could be a gift. Could be a gift for us. Van Jefferson, 15, 16 picks after ADP feels pretty good too. He's someone we can consider. Okay, Van Jefferson ends up getting taken. Alex says, this is my first Lamar Andrew stack, so I'm done at tight end for a while. This is your first one? That's surprising. I have a few. I've never done the JJ Lamar Mark Andrews. That feels pretty strong though. And especially since you were able to get J.K. Dobbins as your RB1, that feels really strong. But we're buying the FUD on Josh Jacobs, Breece Hall, and we're getting the tank Nick Chubb as well. Let's see. Las Vegas. Oh, we do have. Okay, we have double Las Vegas, so we probably want to have some. I wanted Alec Pierce. That sucks. That does open us up to Josh Downs late. Chigo is here. I don't think I want a tight end here though. We'll see what Randers does. He ends up going Chico. I think we'll take Kendre. Because Kendre feels pretty good. Let's go ahead and take Kendre here at 156 as our RB4. And I think we want Jaden Reed on this team. Ooh, actually, I definitely want John Mechie. So let's go ahead and take John Mechie here, 14th round John Mechie. It is 17 picks ahead of ADP, but I think John Mechie's a pretty necessary player on this team. So it looks like we are 15, 16, 17, 18. We have 4 picks left. I think we're going to want to go 1 running back, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end. So out of this list, we want to take 2 receivers. I think I have an idea of the 2 that I want. We'll see if those 2 fall to us. But it should be pretty good. Let's see. We're coming down to it, though, guys. Our team so far is Dak Prescott, Kirk Cousins at quarterback, Nick Chubb, Josh Jacobs, Breece Hall, Kendre Miller at running back, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Tyler Lockett, Jordan Addison, Sky Moore, Jacoby Myers, Michael Gallup, John Mechie at wide receiver, and Dallas Goedert at tight end. Pretty solid team so far. I'm liking it. I think our running back room is really going to carry us over the top. And then we just need some spike weeks from our receivers. I think we'll get some pretty solid consistency out of guys like Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jacoby Myers. Actually, probably a little bit from Sky Moore and Jordan Addison as well. And then Tyler Lockett's going to be able to give us those massive spike weeks. Hopefully, Michael Gallup's going to see some big spike weeks as well. And I don't really know what to expect from John Mechie. I just know that John Mechie was a phenomenal college player. He caught 100 passes in a season at Bama, which is impressive in itself. So I'm excited to see what John Mechie can do with C.J. Stroud as his quarterback. Should be pretty fun. But when it comes back to us, let's see. 15-16 at 181. And then after that, we have 204, 205. Rashid Shaheed ended up going. Yeah, let's try to get one of the rookies. If neither of the rookies are there, we could push it to the end of the draft and go tight end here. We'll see. If both of the rookies go, we're going to be in a little bit of a pickle. We'll be in a bit of a pickle if both of the rookies go. But I think I feel pretty confident in the players that I want. Matthew Stafford falling to pick 180 again. We could take Matthew Stafford if he falls that far. That would be pretty wild. Let's see. We ended up going running back, wide receiver. We went pretty robust, 3 running backs in the first 4 rounds. And then we ignored running back until the 13th round. Kendre Miller ended up grabbing John Mechie here. I'm liking it though. This feels like a pretty solid team. And all guys that I am big fans of. Obviously would have loved to have Jackson Smith and Jigba, but we ended up getting Tyler Lockett instead. It's fine. I think Tyler Lockett's going to be really good this year. Jordan Addison is a pretty high upside swing. But I think the Vikings are just going to be a great team this year, so I'm excited for them. Jaden Reed ends up going. Jalen Hyatt went as well. So the 2 rookies did end up going, which is tough for us, but I think that we're going to be able to build out of it. Maybe we'll just go a little Reachy boy. We'll go a little Reachy boy on the guys that we want. Hey. I think I know who I want. I want Clyde Edwards-Helaire on like every single team that I have that I draft going forward. We'll get 15th round Clyde Edwards-Helaire and 16th round Jake Ferguson. Feels pretty good. Dallas Goedert, Jake Ferguson as our tight ends, and then getting Clyde Edwards-Helaire as our running back. I think Clyde Edwards-Helaire is going to get utilized pretty decently this year. So I want to have Clyde Edwards-Helaire 20 picks ahead of ADP in every single draft that I drafted to close out Best Ball Mania. Clyde Edwards-Helaire just goes so late. And that's how I want to play Kansas City. I'll play Kansas City through Clyde Edwards-Helaire just because all of the other options are pretty expensive. I know I paid up for Sky Moore in this draft, but Clyde Edwards-Helaire kind of gives us a double option in the Kansas City game. So I like it. I like it a lot. It's pretty solid. It's a pretty solid build so far. I'm liking this team. I am liking this team, guys. But I think we're going to close it out. We have 2-5-7-2 right now. It feels like a 2-5-9-2 sort of team. I know we could go 2-6-8-2, but I think with kind of some of the swings that we took at wide receiver, I think I want to grab one more receiver or two more wide receivers. We'll see. If Raheem Mostert falls to us, we will take Raheem Mostert. Raheem Mostert at pick 204 is just massive upside swing. Okay. He does not make it to us. We could just go CPAT Cordero. CPAT Claypool sort of build. I do think Josh Downs is pretty interesting as well. Maybe we go Luke Musgrave as the bring back on Jordan Addison. The Jordan Addison Kirk Cousins with the Luke Musgrave bring back could be kind of interesting. Maybe we want one Deion Jackson. One Deion Jackson could be kind of interesting. Deion Jackson was decent last year. We like having Malik Davis. We think Malik Davis is pretty good. All right, we're 12 picks away. Top of the board. Looks like Jerome Ford ends up going to Alex. Alex ends up taking Leonard Fournette. Solid picks. Alex ends up going J.K. Dobbins, DeAndre Swift, Dalvin Cook, Sharp. Okay. I'm liking Alex's team. Alex is a pretty solid team. We're going to try to make it out over him with our Nick Chubb, Amon-Ra, Josh Jacobs, Breece Hall, Tyler Lockett, Jordan Addison, Dallas Goedert, Sky Moore, Dak Prescott, Kirk Cousins, Jacoby, Michael Gallup, Kendra Miller, John Mechie, CEH, Jake Ferguson team. YT. Seven picks away. Okay, guys. This is going to be my last two picks, and then I'm going to have to call it for today. Got a basketball game I got to get to. What does the weather look like outside? Hear the thunder, but there's no rain. Interesting. Okay. Luke Musgrave ends up getting taken. I think we're going to go wide receiver, maybe wide receiver running back. Just because, like, Breece Hall, he might start off slow. We don't know. Josh Jacobs, we wonder if he holds out or not. So maybe because of that risk, we will grab one more running back and one more wide receiver. Chase Claypool ends up going. Maybe we grab Deion Jackson for that. Deion Jackson could be a little bit interesting. Damn, this is such an interesting spot. Do we just go with both Indianapolis boys? You know what? Screw it. Let's just go with both Indianapolis boys. Josh Downs, Deion Jackson. 18th round, Deion Jackson. But that's going to do it for us, guys. Really appreciate all of you hopping on the stream with me. And I will see you guys here again tomorrow. Peace.